Hey guys, I am currently in Wrexham for Wales Comic Con. Got here about maybe half an hour or so ago. Pretty tired. Currently at a pub actually called Tinny Capel or Tinny Chapel, something anyway. The view behind me, not bad, eh? I've only got a couple of days here, but if I had more time, I definitely would want to go out and explore. Yeah, so my first ever Wales Comic Con. Going there with my cousins. They come in from down south, so they got a fair bit longer to go than I have, so they're going to not be here for a couple of hours still. But I'm about to go now and check into the hotel. Got no photos planned of anyone tomorrow. I did have Jennifer Morrison booked, but she cancelled, so I had a refund, which, you know, these things happen, can't be helped. Might go and see Trish Stratus though, if the queues aren't too bad. I mean, I've never been to Wales Comic Con. I know it's really big because you've got some big stars there. Don't know what to expect, but we shall see. Right, I'm going to go to the house because it's freezing. Okay guys, we are here at Glyndŵr University for Wales Comic Con. It is Saturday, it is raining, of course, it's Wales. Yeah, first time on a university campus. And here is Jack as well.
Hi viewers!
And Sarah. And yeah, Gareth's just gone walking somewhere. He's going to find us later on, so see what awaits us. That's cool. Johnny 5 is alive. Scary stuff. Gareth is here as well. Say hello.
Morning.
Morning, it's afternoon.
Hi.
We were in a queue that long. It was quite a long queue. Okay, so Comic Con has been pretty good today. I've finally met Trish Stratus, also Mick Foley and Matt Hardy. I'll explain a bit more about that in a second when I show you my tickets, which is only one thing at the moment. Yeah, still quite a lot of crowds here. Yeah, I'll give you my thoughts after I've finished taking this fudge. But yeah, just want to say I had an awesome conversation with Trish Stratus. We talked for a good few minutes. I think it's one of the best people I've had the pleasure to meet, actually, like celebrity wise, so that was pretty cool. But I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so what did I think of my first ever Wales Comic Con? It was pretty good. It wasn't perfect, and I'm not sure if I'll go to that particular event again unless there's someone I want to meet. So basically it's about a 3.5 hour drive from me. Not the nicest drive in the world, definitely not the worst either. So I met with my cousins, we stayed in a flat in the countryside, and then we went on to the con. So we were queuing up for about an hour outside. I've read actually a lot of bad feedback about how long it took people to actually get into the complex. But there's like 15,000 people there, and London is a lot more, like London Comic Con, a lot more people. But it's like wider, the areas are bigger, so they get a lot more people in quicker. So it wasn't too bad, an hour's queuing I guess, but I think they've got to take a look at it and see how they can improve on that. So when you got inside, because it's a university campus, Glyndŵr University, like you've got different things in different buildings, but it wasn't clear, well, as far as I couldn't see anything, like what guests were in what building, so it was kind of like a bit of potluck. We went into this like marquee tent first, which they had quite a few stalls in there, selling merchandise. Not as many merchandise stalls as I thought they would be, seeing how popular Wales Comic Con has become, apparently. Especially all the big names you get there. Of course, saw the Red Power Ranger, what's his name? Austin St. John or something, from the original Power Rangers. I didn't meet him though. He's not someone I'm not interested in, even though Power Rangers is huge back in the day. Now, if it was Amy Jo Johnson Kimberly, I would have been in like a shot. So my cousin's wife, she wanted to meet AJ McLean from Boyzone, so she spent a day going to panels, having an autograph and a photo with him. Me personally, I just wanted to meet Trish Stratus, and then when I saw Mick Foley and Matt Hardy were there as well, and the queues weren't that big, I thought, right, and Trish was actually missing at that point, so I thought, no. Saw Matt Hardy first. I used to love the Attitude Era, like, you know, version 1. So it was great meeting him. Wasn't the most talkative guy, but he was right, he was quite fun. Decent enough. Mick Foley, now this is a story. I got to the front of the queue and he said, "Oh, hi, how are you?" Shook my hand and he said, "Oh, do you mind if I check my phone for a second?" And then he was like reading some messages. It must have been about 2 minutes, and I was just there going, looking at the photos in front of me, which one would I want signed. And then he recorded some kind of voice message. I can't remember what he said. And yeah, then he was ready, and I got a photo with him and an autograph. Same with Matt Hardy, got a photo of him as well. And then the most talkative person was Trish Stratus. We had quite a decent conversation. She's really talkative. She's like spent a lot of time with every guest, but even so, the queue went down quite quick. We just talked about. She liked the fact that I spelled my name with 1 T as well. She thought that was quite cool, because most Matthews spell it with 2 T's. Yeah, we talked about like the women's evolution, the wrestling, how they are now on the map. We talked about, I said like one of her favourite matches of mine, her favourite matches of mine, one of my favourite matches of hers was against Lita in the main event of Raw for the women's title so many years back. And then she said, but what about the one of Mickie James at WrestleMania? I was like, yeah, that was pretty good too. Talked about Lita a bit as well, how like she was supposed to go to London Comic Con last year and I was going to meet her, but she cancelled, this year. But she's apparently going to Liverpool Comic Con next year. Don't think Liverpool's a place I'm going to go for a Comic Con, but we shall see. Yeah, she's really cool. Yeah, so I had a photo of her and an autograph. Yes, my money did go down quite a bit on meeting those guys, but for me, you only live once, and I used to love wrestling, especially that era with Matt Hardy, Mick Foley, and Trish. So I definitely wanted to meet them all, and I didn't care. I had autographs and photos of all, which I'll include here. In fact, I'll show you now my autographs. So, got Matt Hardy, says delete. That's not him signing his name, it's him signing my name because we've got the same name, except he's got 2 T's. There you go. Now this is the best one. Trish Stratus here, spelled my name as well with 1 T, as I said. That's it. Yeah. And she made sure as well, when she signed it, she said, "No, now is that right?" And when we had a photo, she said, "Oh, do you want to quickly check your photo to make sure you're happy?" So that was quite good of her. And then we got Mick Foley to Matt, have a nice day. So that was awesome. He's a class guy. And Mick Foley, his queue was going down slowly because he did take quite a lot of time with everybody, so that was decent. With me, it was pretty quick, but like a lot of people were getting like pop signed or different merchandise. I just wanted to meet him, photo, autograph, because when I get autographs, I don't get them to sell on. I get them to keep as part of my collection. I'll have to do a video one day of like all the people I've met and stuff, because you only live once. I say, sod it. You know, it is a lot of money, but if you want it, just go and do it. You might regret it if you don't. Okay, so merchandise-wise, the only thing I bought, apart from fudge, I bought some fudge, was this t-shirt. Don't know how about, there you go. Iron Spider t-shirt. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah. I love the design on that. So yeah, so most of my money went on other stuff, but once you've been to so many Comic-Cons, it's like, you've seen all this merchandise before, and there was some new stuff there that was pretty cool, but I'm like, do I want that? Do I need that? So in the end, no, that's the only thing I bought. Anyway guys, so I did enjoy Wales Comic Con. I think I'd only go back if there was a particular guest I'd really want to meet, because it was a bit of a potch, I guess, the queue. Some buildings you had to queue to get inside because there was too many people in at once. And then when they let some people out, then they let some more in. It's the first kind of Comic Con I've been to like that. It's not totally bad. I mean, it was pretty good, and queues did die down in the end, and I did get to do everything I wanted to do. So yeah, overall it was pretty cool. My next Comic Con I think is going to be in March, the beginning of March, maybe the 9th of March in Cardiff Comic Con. They've already got some guests lined up. Nobody I want to meet yet. Cardiff doesn't tend to be as good as London, obviously, or Wrexham, but I'm hoping Cardiff will continue to grow in popularity over the years, and we will get the same caliber of guests coming over. Okay, guys, so I've rambled on enough. That has been it. Thank you for watching, and boom, see you soon.